How everything changed in the fall of 2016. We have explored the depths of black magic, and as hopeless as it might seem, a major turning point is actually happening right now. We have now finally reached the critical mass of people who are freeing themselves from the matrix of the mainstream paradigm. Brexit, the Trump and the viral Pizzagate investigation are crystal clear signs of this ongoing paradigm shift. Huge, irreparable rabbit holes have opened up in the smokescreen of the discredited, dying corporate media's narrative, and new people are pouring into these rabbit holes like never before. This fall/winter of 2016, we have finally managed to reach the tipping point. We now have the momentum, and the establishment is on the defensive for the first time in history. This is exactly why they're panicking and pushing the fake news mantra from all channels. It's only furthering their downfall, and they're losing credibility every day. Their fake narrative has been significantly downvoted in the mass consciousness, and the truth is increasingly revealed by the day as more and more people opt out of the fake mainstream paradigm. It's not going to be a cakewalk, but I think it's going to be a downhill battle from this point, because so many people are now waking up every day and more stuff is coming to the light, and they're actually on the defensive. That's the big difference from 2015 to 2016, is that now we are fighting a downhill battle. But what we have seen so far is only the beginning, because the rabbit hole is a lot deeper than many people realize, especially people who are just gotten into these things. So we better be prepared for unexpected twists and turns of events, even seemingly and temporarily setbacks, but the snowball is rolling downhill, and it cannot be stopped at this point. I thank you for bearing with me through a lot of negative stuff, and I hope you gain some insights from this. However, I will now shift my focus onto white magic, and more specifically to a simple little exercise that you can do to counter the black magic of the dying elite and cleanse yourself from its influence. Because of the original separation and the traumas of growing up, we all have a fragmented mind separated at the core from our true beingness or soul. While the effect of black magic is all about separation, white magic is all about integration. By integrating our repressed fragments and becoming more whole in ourselves, we are performing white magic. The ultimate integration is called enlightenment. This enlightenment occurs when the core of the ego is reintegrated with the beingness of the soul that it separated from shortly after physical birth. First, all the fragments of the ego must be integrated. Then the ego itself will dissolve into the larger self of the soul, finally ending the painful original separation. There are actually quite many people all over the world these days that have managed to heal this original separation and reintegrate with their soul. You can find many of them on YouTube, and some are even available for private sessions via Skype or in person. If you're interested in this, I suggest you check out a YouTube channel called Buddha at the Gas Pump. Because this is a guy who Skype interviews a lot of people and teachers who have reached enlightenment. And you will find literally hundreds of these people interviewed at his channel, and he's having new ones every week. So that's a good starting point if you want to look more into that or find a teacher in your area you can, benefit from. In the final chapter of this video, I will reveal an ultra simple method for everyone interested in practicing white magic to become a more integrated and whole and content person. the 90-second white magic exercise. This simple exercise I'm going to share with you now is perfect to kickstart and accelerate the process of integration. So I'm going to ask you to find a comfortable position and sit with your back straight and eyes closed. When you have done this, you can start focusing on your breath and calm down for about 15 to 30 seconds. Once you are calm and focused, put all your attention and focus on the tongue resting in your mouth. Can you feel it? Feel the tongue in your mouth. Put all your attention on your tongue. Focus on the tongue for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then shift your attention back onto yourself. And by yourself, I mean the vague sense of beingness or of you that is normally unnoticed in the background. By putting your attention on your own pure and incorruptible awareness, you're actually starting to reconnect with your soul beyond the ego and beyond the programming. You can rest there for as long as you wish, and you can do this exercise as much or as little as you wish. If you spend a lot of time in the rabbit hole digging up nasty stuff about Pizzagate and whatnot, you can use this little exercise as a way of cleansing yourself. It's like taking a shower after digging in the dirt. You can consider it a shortcut to meditation, and you can use it as suits you best. The personal benefits of meditation are many, and fighting the elite only on the physical level can be a hard struggle, and it can even affect your mental balance if you have nothing to counter the negativity with. Taking it to the metaphysical level gives you more balance and energy to carry on, and it helps clean up the mass consciousness at the same time. The more people who integrate themselves, the more positive the mass consciousness becomes. There is already a huge movement of people doing this inner work, either consciously or unconsciously, and we are finally seeing some real results of it now. This is the time to double down our efforts and to take the battle to the deepest level at the core of our being. I thank you for listening, and you can subscribe below if you want to be alerted about my upcoming broadcasts.